Hey, Yonder Alonso, first baseman for the San Diego Padres, and you're watching Class Act Sports. 2009 or 2010, I believe. 2010. We were in St. Louis, and that was crazy. That was nuts. You're talking about a packed house. It was when St. Louis and the Reds were battling for first place. I think we were 2 games out of first place, and they were first. They were in first place, and we needed to win those games. They were big. And I remember I was in the dugout, and I kept, it was my first time in a big league stadium, and I kept looking up, like, wow, this is unbelievable. I can't believe they're watching us here play. And there was about 45,000 there. And they told me, hey, get ready, you're gonna pinch hit in the 8th. And we had the lead there at that time. I think the game was 3-1. It was a Fox game, so it was nationally televised, and my heart was just pumping. And I get in there, and I remember just saying, just make contact. Just make contact, don't strike out, and see what happens. And sure enough, I hit a double down the line to left field. And John Jay was in center field, so I remember I wanted the ball really bad. And then from there on, I kept looking at Jay. He was in center field, and Jay was just kind of like this, just looking at me, going, just putting his head down. He didn't even want to look at me. And I kept looking at Jay like, "What's up, bro?" Just like these 2 guys from Miami, play college ball together. It just meant a lot. A lot of things go in your head when you do that. When you're at second base, you're just looking at everything, trying to get a lead. Don't get picked off by one of the best catchers in St. Louis ever had. I make sure I get really tired before I hit, so that way it goes into my hitting. So when it's September, when it's August, I'm always trying to, or October, I'm trying to always, I've been here before. It's something that I've done before. I've been tired, but mentally I'm strong. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to go. I'm focused. So I always try to imitate the same thing that I would do in season, because everybody's fresh when it's April, or now when it's spring training. Everybody's fresh. Everybody feels great. The thing is, later on, when the season rolls around and you're by your 140th game, 150th game, that's when you need to lock it down, because that may be the difference right there. You might be 2 games out, 3 games out, and you need that. You need that focus to be there for those remainder 20 games, 30 games. Not all the time hitting's gonna be there. A lot of times it's not gonna be there, but your defense needs to be there 100%, because that will definitely save you ball games. That will win you ball games, and not only can it win you ball games, but I play first base. I can save somebody's error, and I can save the game in one play. So. You might be 0 for 4 that day, and you're having a bad day hitting, but 9th inning rolls around, they hit your line drive to the right, you gotta dive for it, you gotta catch it, you gotta make a good feed to the pitcher, you win the game. That's just as important as hitting a homer, or getting that single and getting the RBI guy in. You might have saved 2 runs. So right there, that's like having 2 RBIs, and you save the game, you save the team, and you're moving on to the next day. I take a lot of pride in that. I make sure I get my ground balls every single day. Before I hit, take batting practice in the field. I make sure I'm there with my fielding guy, my fielding coach, and Hoffman in San Diego, and we work every single day. We do picks every day. We throw to the bases every day, and then from there on, you catch ground balls. My dad was a baseball player over there in Cuba, so he left all that for us, and those are things that you're like. Right now, I'm 25 years old. This is when he came in. He left all his baseball career. He left his family there. He left everybody there for a dream, like for me and my sister. So, obviously getting to the big leagues was a big step for me, but not only for me, but it felt like my dad got to the big leagues too. So any chance I can get to bring him around and definitely hang out with me, he comes around all the time, and I try to make him feel like he's a big leaguer too, because he missed all that in his career, so he never got to do that. He was playing in the big leagues, but it was cut short because of us. So for him, it was just one of those moments where I was on deck and I was looking at him, and he was just crying, and he just felt like he had made it too. So anytime I get a hit or anytime I get a double, it's like he hit it too. Or if I go for 4 with 3 strikeouts, it's like he struck out too. I talk to him on the phone and he's down, and oh, it's all right, you get him tomorrow. I'm like, you gotta be upbeat, you gotta be ready, you gotta be mentally strong. So, he's my best friend, he's my dad.